We're live! Welcome everyone. If you don't know my voice, hi, I'm new to the Speed Gaming live team here. My name is Nuclear.
I think we're in an ad.
Oh, we are in an ad. We'll go ahead and wait for people to get out of an ad.
All right, I think we're good. We're gonna start over for anyone who had an ad.
My ad is still playing, so all right. Maybe we're good. If we're not, anyways, hello, welcome everyone. Myself and Apathy Duck are here to bring you some information about the hotel and pricing for Speed Gaming Live 2025 coming up here in October. Duck's put together a really lovely slideshow here. Let y'all know what is happening and what to expect. I'm gonna go ahead, Duck, and take it away.
First of all, I'm just going to link the presentation if anyone wants to follow along themselves. But just as we will be posting all of these in the SGL Discord right afterwards if you do miss anything. But you can follow along right here. So just first of all, we did announce this earlier, but anyone who didn't see it, we are the announcements for the dates are official. We are going to be doing it Thursday, October 23rd to Sunday, October 26th. Like before, we'll have check-ins opening up the night before Wednesday night, October 22nd. So for anyone who gets there early, we do start that. You can check in, get everything set, because anyone who was there last year, it was very busy on the first day. One of the things we're working on trying to through out this year, so we have all the check-ins the day before and everything. All right, so next slide. Next slide. Very professional. And no shock, we're at the same place, the Hilton Washington Dulles Airport. And just for anyone, sometimes we've been in the larger rooms, which we kind of prefer, and there was the ones in the back that are a little smaller. Just to let you know, what we do is we end up actually reserving the back rooms because those are a little cheaper. And basically, sometimes if there's no other conventions at the same time, just because it's easier for the hotel and easier for everyone, they'll bump us up to the other one. So it really is kind of out of our hands where we are. Once we know, we won't know until much closer because, again, it just depends on if someone else reserves at the same time. We will let you know. And it does make planning a little bit difficult for us, but we will have that information out to you as soon as we find out. So everyone cross their fingers because I think we all prefer being in the front, the much bigger rooms and everything. And certainly, if you've run setup, you definitely are hoping for the front.
I believe the hotel booking will be opening very soon. It's not open yet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have the hotel booking information out. I'm gonna post that as well. Just 1 second. So you can go. We do have the block set up already. So if you want to go ahead and book your hotel, especially for our friends who come from Europe or overseas or just, cross country like me, you want to get everything nailed down, you can go ahead and book right now. We do have the room block set up for you to go ahead and go. So, and again, all these links will be in an announcement afterwards too, if you missed them here.
Cool. Then our pricing methodology for this year. Yeah.
So, just to let people know, we currently have been running SGL at a loss. Again, it's mostly a way just to get our community involved and keep people interested in speed gaming in general. We are trying to sort of reach break even, at least on the just the amount of money we spend out. I can say also for like staff, like we are paid somewhat, but like it costs us more money to go than we get paid. If anything we're being paid is mostly just a deferral from what we are. So, and we're not even trying to necessarily zero that out. But we do want to keep SGL affordable as possible. We want, we have a really great community. That's really what we're trying to promote and everything. So we are trying to keep the prices as low as possible. But we are also trying to look at different ways of increasing some revenue and do some other things. And that's kind of what Mooks is here for, that I am gesturing that no one can see.
I have recently joined the Speed Gaming staff team as the new merchandise manager to bring you all more varied types of merch, increase the promotion of speed gaming, and help support this community that I know a ton of you love. In chat, Duck has just posted a link to Tantrum Merch, which is our distributors for merch. One of the items that we've recently added is our Speed Gaming shirt. So you can go ahead and buy that today, but as we get closer to the event, there's going to be more merch that will be rolling out, and as well as some exclusive Speed Gaming Live attendee merch that we'll talk about soon. With that, we do have, as in previous years, a couple of different pricing tiers, and these do include merch as well. As always, we'll be trying to keep our base ticket price as low as possible while trying to increase our revenues. As we said, that Speed Gaming Live does operate currently as a loss, but we want to make sure we're operating so it's not at a loss, so we can keep having Speed Gaming Live events happening every year. There's going to be more options with these pricing tiers for people to support the future of SGL, as well as merch exclusives to the pricing tiers. We're introducing shiny merch, which you might be wondering, what in the world is shiny merch? Like shiny Pokemon, shiny merch is rare and exclusive and will be only available to those who purchase the higher pricing tiers when purchasing a ticket. These will include, we'll go over them when we go into the merch itself, but these are going to be special variations of our merch that will only be available through the higher pricing tiers. So if you really want to show off your support to the speed gaming community, that's a wonderful way to do so. Any tier above base will have a special supporter badge. Additionally, if you decide you want to upgrade to a higher tier later on, maybe you want to just get your base ticket now, but later on you're like, I really do want that shiny merch. You do have the option to upgrade later on, so don't feel like you need to make a decision anytime soon. You can wait till closer to the event as well. And as we mentioned, these additional merch options are a way to help increase our revenue. In the past, we've not had much going on with merch, but would love to have you all, help support speed gaming in a fashionable way. And just show your support for our community.
Yeah, I just want to point out specifically with upgrading later. We don't have the finalized designs yet for the t-shirts. We're still working on that, but we did want to get all this information out to everyone, so you can start reserving everything. So especially if you're someone who's like wants to wait on the final design before they decide to, you can get your base tier now and upgrade later if you wish.
Yes.
Just want to point out, just in case everyone's wondering, like, where's the pictures and stuff for that stuff. We're still working on that.
Yeah. That being said, base tier, which we've already mentioned, the price will be remaining at $80 for a base tier badge. That is the main cost for people to attend SGL. Just trying to keep it as low as possible. We want people to still be able to come and attend the event, participate in tournaments. This includes a badge for all days, as well as your breakfast for every day. It allows entrance into all the event spaces and tournaments. And we are going to try to maintain this price if we can by, again, as we mentioned, offering other ways to support, such as merch or these higher tiers. Our new VIP tier, that will be $30 higher than the base at $110. This will include everything I mentioned in the base tier, as well as a special supporter badge, a special SGL lanyard, and an exclusive SGL shiny pin for all supporters. So we're going to have those nice enamel pins, which we will have a version that you can, if you just want the regular pin, you'll be able to buy that at the event. But if you buy the VIP tier, you're going to get a special colored one that will be different, that shows your additional support for our community. Additionally, your name will also appear at the thank you section of our stream. If you want to go above and beyond, You can be part of our super VIP tier for $160. This tier will include everything from the base tier, which is entrance to event spaces, entrance to tournaments, breakfast at a hotel, everything from our VIP tier, which is the SGL lanyard, special thank you on stream, our shiny enamel pin, as well as an exclusive SGL shiny t-shirt for supporters. So we will have a SGL 2025 t-shirt available to purchase. But if you go ahead and become a super VIP, you will get a shirt that is differently colored and indicates that you are a super VIP that you can wear and don your support for our event. Additionally, something new that we're offering this year is day passes. Day passes will be for one single day of the event, and it'll cost $40. This is kind of going to be more aimed to maybe locals who want to stop by for a day, maybe don't want to enter any of the main tournaments, but still want to hang out and meet up with friends who are at the event. This lets you participate though in other non-tournament activities at the event. And just, a great way to support the event with not dedicating the whole weekend to the event, and hang out, I think is a great option for those of, I know this is like probably a smaller group of you that this applies to, but it is a great option to come and show your support without having to be there the whole weekend. I'm gonna pass things over to Duck to talk about our community tournaments.
So basically this is also one of the reasons we sort of are trying to introduce this day pass, to give people an option to show up and hang out. Is we also want to, a lot of this was based on, I had the survey last year, and a lot of the feedback I got from it was, even though like this is, the SGL is very like competition and like high level play like oriented, a lot of people are showing up just to hang out with friends and meet the community and just hang out with them, and irrespective of what's actually going on. And so one of the ways we want to sort of like increase the value for the people who are just showing up and hanging out is to have more community focused and community organized events that are happening there. Especially like I said, with staff, we only have so much ability to do things. So basically what we're introducing is the ability for the community to put our put on their own events. As I here pointed out, last year there was the Blood on the Clock Tower. That is one of the ways that we're sort of like making a lot of that stuff last year was sort of like unofficially organized, and I tried to announce it through the Discord and everything, and that kind of went a little awry. So basically we're trying to formalize that whole procedure a little bit more. So yeah, if you want to do like a Blood on the Clock Tower, it doesn't necessarily have to be a tournament. I'll talk about that a little bit later. You can do it through this system. I'm gonna post in chat a couple documents I have about it. The first one is the document just sort of generally explaining everything, and the second one is going to be a form that you can submit your tournament or event. All right, I think we can go to next slide now. So you may be asking, okay, what exactly is the difference between like our main tournament and like a community tournament? So the community tournaments, first of all, will not have cash prizes associated with them, because these are going to be a little bit more, they're supposed to be like lower key things, and there are certain, responsibilities when we are handling cash. We want to make it like a very low entrance thing, so there will not be any cash prizes associated with them. If you do want to like have your own trophy or something that you bring, or something that's not not a cash. Again, the NH994. The NH994 was kind of like the trial run of this last year. We actually Emo Sorrow printed a 3D trophy for that was had a puck in it that I personally beat the hell out of. So that went over really good. Again, not our speedrunning thing. So that's one of the things we really wanted to sort of focus on. So there will be no cash prizes. Generally, they won't be prioritized for restreams. This is a little bit on a case-by-case basis. One of the other reasons you may want to do community tournament is some people might want to do something that is like very appropriate for like a main tournament, but they just don't want to, like, that community just doesn't want to deal with the cat. That's just not like the thing their community wants to do. So we may work with specific communities in that situation, in which case we will restream them like normal, but in general they won't be high up on the prioritization list for restreaming. One of the other good things this allows us to do is allows us to sort of experiment with different things we can do. There are certain speed runs or stuff that you can only really do in person that we haven't really been set up to restream in the past, or we're not really sure how it'd work. This way we have a very low effort way of not low effort, but low risk way of like doing all these things. If it does kind of go off the rails, there's a little bit no harm, no foul. And again, we can also have non-speedrunning tournaments. The NHL 94 last year went over great. That's one of the, one example. I know there's also tons of people in this community. I'm sure there's plenty of people in the community who are Street Fighter fans. If you want to run a Street Fighter tournament, you can go ahead and do that. And once again, like we said, you are allowed to buy day pass to do this. Some of the tournaments, the way you structure it, you could have it like all on one day. If you just want to do a Street Fighter tournament, have it all on one day at one time, you can go ahead and do that. So that's a way to get, if you are getting a day pass, you may want to show up for that. Okay, I think we go to the next slide. Yeah, as Angry Plants pointed out, we had a link to the past NMG runners with the runners on comms. That was a big tournament that had a substantial prize associated with it. We kind of threw them out then. It allows us to do more experiments like that, again, with a little bit of a lower risk factor. And as I said, these don't have to be tournaments. I kind of just sort of initially pitched it as a tournament just because that's sort of SGL's main competence, and I feel like that's the first thing a lot of people's minds are going to go to. But as Ike here pointed out, we had a Blood on the Clock Tower event last year, which is just sort of I think it's kind of like I think it's one of those like werewolf storytelling games type of things. But so you need a bunch of people to do it at once. So that's a way we're gonna, if you want to organize it through this system, that way we'll give you your own Discord channel, everything like that. So you'll be set up, you'll be able to run it. There'll be a little bit more promotion of it besides just kind of us throwing it together last second day of. And some of the things went good last year, some of the things didn't. A lot just on, again, kind of having at last minute. So any sort of event you want to do, you can just post it through that form. The form, trying to make it as generic as possible. There should be space on there for you to explain whatever you need to. But if whatever you're trying to do is a little wonky, feel free to just go ahead and, you can DM me or we'll talk about it, and we'll figure out how to do it. But basically, again, we're trying to expand the amount of things that are the non-tournament related. We really want, especially one of the things we want to do is like we have like the Zooter community, the Link to the Past community, the Super Metroid community, and a lot of times they sort of just like hang out with themselves. We also want to get a lot more like cross mixing and become more of like an entire SG community instead of a bunch of little communities that just hang out with themselves. Having things that multiple people are involved with is something we're trying to promote. The only other thing in here, one of the things we can do is one of the things you can do is if I think there was a couple Magic the Gathering drafts last year. So this is explained in the rules section and that document I posted. So we're not allowing you to charge for entry into these unless there is like a buy-in. So if you need to buy like packs of Magic the Gathering to get involved, that's allowed. But there's no like entry fee that you can charge for these. It's supposed to, again, they're supposed to be completely open to the community and all of that. So considering that, we're going to we have an announcement of a few tournaments we are going to be having. The first one, like I said, there's some communities that just aren't really interested in having the whole cash prize system. So we talked to the Final Fantasy Worlds Collide people. The community, they want to be involved with this, so that's going to be sort of the big like headlining one. It'll pretty much be a normal tournament like you would see in any other SG event, except it just will not be for a cash prize because that's just the way they prefer. We're going to have the sequel to the NHL 94, and I figured the best way to do that is just upgrade one console generation. So we're going to go with the Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey. And the final thing we're going to do is we talked about maybe making this a main tournament this year, and because it's a little bit different, especially with how we're going to do restreaming and everything, we're going to do a Link to the Past One Mind as a one of these community tournaments. As a way to sort of like do a dry run, because there are a couple like technical issues with doing it, especially we wanted to do it as a mainstream that we're not 100% sure that we can pull off. So we wanted to make it a community event this year and see how it goes, take that information, and then hopefully be able to do more like co-op and in-person events into the future. So those are our initial tournaments, and then so that's pretty much all we had for today. Going forward, we'll try to do these streams about once a month. We're at least trying to get the initial information that you need to decide to come out as soon as possible. So the first weekend of May, which is 2 weeks from now, we're going to have the full tournament announcements, what will be the official main tournaments. And then going forward, we're going to be doing the first weekend of every month after that. We'll be doing update streams as we get closer. So as we get more information about exactly what the merch is going to be, we'll have that. We'll give some more info about SG Online, and what we're doing about that, and tons of other information as well. So that's pretty much what we had today.
Lots of information though to digest.
Yeah,
and as we said earlier, this will all be posted, of course, in the Discord with all the links, as well as I saw the call out about one of the links not being accessible right now, which I think might be the tournament submission form. So make sure that is up and working for everyone so that you can
published it. That's weird.
Submit your community tournaments, and we will have those to talk about in May.
Oh, there we go. Hold on.
On the fly editing.
And set it to public. That one should be up. Also, we do have the Matcherino is up as well, so you can go ahead and buy your tickets here. So I think that's pretty much it. If anyone's got any questions now, we can answer them. If not, feel free to reach out in the Discord or anything. I will put up an announcement having all this information. I'll have a link to the slides and all the links that we posted in here. They will be in the SGL Discord. Let me actually go ahead and, if anyone is not in there, I think we have the link to that somewhere. 1 second. Yeah, right here. If you want to get into the SGL Discord. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Nukes, do you have anything else
I
that
think
you want to talk about?
I think that covers it for today.
Yeah.
All right, thank you all for joining.
Our very professional stream.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. Feel free to reach out. We can talk about that in in the SGL Discord moving forward. All right, thanks, and see you first week of May, and we'll have that tournament information for you.
Thank you all.